Oh, I'm just honored and happy to be here because, again, until a couple of years ago, I'd done none of this. And to be able to stand on a stage with the governor of Oregon and then have the audience there and to be able to debate the points and to, I think, make a coherent argument, that's a good feeling. It's like a citizen, just like you were doing this or any of the people in the audience. I really do believe we citizens need to weigh in. But when you're doing it, you're on this magical journey, and it's very rewarding. It's very rewarding. So I'm happy with it. I'm happy that I'm standing, and I feel good about it.
Good, good. So what did you want to hear from your opponent tonight that you maybe didn't hear?
Oh, this is our fourth debate, so we've heard pretty much what we have. I do wish you would put out a budget because, again, that issue is around 97, and what does the state really need? And her language has been at all 9 to 10% cuts budget. And I worked with an economist, a PhD economist in Portland, and said, is that really true? And that's not the way it looks to us. So I think that is a key issue because does the state really need a 40% increase in the amount of money they have available to do the programs, or can it be done for less? And I would argue 10% is enough. So I think from a Republican point of view, a fiscally conservative Republican who thinks that one of the things the Republican Party can do is bring some sanity to expenses, I think to have that is good. And I think a little bit more debate about PERS reform is useful. Because, again, I really think that that's where we're in a lot of trouble. And I think if we could talk a little bit more about that, that would be good.
Okay, great. So is there anything you talked about that you'd like to follow up on?
Well, I got a little zinger, I think, what you said. Someone who has multiple houses or something doesn't have to worry about a job. I think that's what she said, and I think that was at the end. And I'm so proud that I was allowed to live the American dream. So I'm a janitor's kid, and society helped educate me and train me. When my dad died, it let me work as a bag boy. And then my first job in medicine was as an orderly, which means I cleaned people up and fed them. And I've been able, through help from so many people, to have a very financially and personally successful life. I'm proud to pay my taxes fairly, to donate to charity. And I think to have a society where the janitor's kids can not only be doctors, but then can get on the debate stage with a governor, I think that's a good society. I think that's the society we want. We want everyday people to have their chance to shine and to have their chance, and that can only happen if society helps them. And I'm so appreciative that I was helped.
We obviously weren't able to cover everything tonight. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about?
No, I think that was a good debate. You know, a debate is about how people approach problems, their kind of general views. I think what people can be encouraged about is that when Oregonians debate, it's civil. We're a little critical of each other. We throw a zinger in or here or there, but it's nothing like what we're seeing on the national stage, and that is important. We are a civil society, and when you escalate to beyond a certain point, it hardens hearts. So if you get elected and you need to work with people, if they hate you, they're not going to work with you. They're really not. And I think a lot of the successes in politics in the past are taking people that have a good personal relationship. They may fight like crazy about politics, but at the end of the day, they can come to solutions so they don't hate each other. So I think you got to keep the rancor down. You can be a little pointed, this can be a little feisty, but be civil. And I think Oregonians can be very proud, at least with this race between the governor and I, that I think they're seeing that we're having civil discourse, and that's the way it should be.
Yeah.
Happy governor.
Okay, I just have one more question. Is there anything you'd like to say to our viewers?
I would say vote, and if you have a heart for this, if this old cancer doctor can run for office, run for governor, you and the audience can do it. Whatever race you want to do, school board, county commissioner, president of the United States, if you have the heart and passion, get involved beyond voting, get involved with actually running for office, and your life will be much better for it.
Great, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.